Hello everyone and welcome back. Sorry, it's been a hot minute. I have been the unfortunate recipient of this year's assortment of various plagues. But here I am back. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Civivi Synergy 3, which as the name suggests is the third iteration of knives in this series. This is also one that I've had on my wish list for a while, so power through those close-ups and we'll get started. The designer of the Synergy is Jim O. Young, who has had a pretty interesting career so far. He was a mechanical engineer for 20 years and retired to pursue competition shooting. He's also partnered with his friends and some sponsors to design innovative products for the firearm and the cutlery industry. The We Knives website goes into more detail about him, so I recommend that you check out the link in the description below. The manufacturer of this knife is Civivi, one of my favorite brands, and they are a subsidiary of We Knives, which I also like. Before I dive too far in, I did want to mention the unique history fun fact here for this, just for the guy who said I talked too much. This is for you, my dude. The Synergy 3 is a modern update of Jim O. Young's original Synergy knife, made by his company, SpeedTech, back in 1999. It was designed in SolidWorks, making it the first production knife to be designed entirely in the 3D modeling software. And it won the award for Most Innovative American Design at the 1999 Blade Show due to its groundbreaking integral aluminum handle. Fast forward 20 years later, in 2019, We Knives partnered with Jim to produce an updated version they called the Synergy 2. Then in 2021, We Knives' budget subsidiary, Civivi, started manufacturing this Synergy 3 at a much more affordable price. And they've also started making a Synergy 4, which has the same material but is slightly larger. So there you go, a little bit of history and a lot of words. You're welcome. The Synergy 3 opens using the flipper tab that you see here, my favorite, and it runs on ceramic ball bearings as well for smooth deployment. I'll mention that the knife here needed a tiny bit more lubrication on the bearings. It wasn't as smooth of a deployment out of the box, but that is okie dokie. When deployed, the knife does lock into place using a liner lock. There you go. Which means that there's a piece of steel here that lines the inside, locking it into place. The blade style on this knife is what interested me in it in the first place. The Synergy 3 features a trailing point, one I haven't covered before, I don't believe. A trailing point features a tip that is higher than the spine at the handle, and some people also may refer to this as a Persian or an upswept blade. You may also see this on butcher's knives due to the fact that they offer a longer, curvier belly, which is great for slicing, and a thin tip that is great for piercing. This knife also comes in a drop point and a tonto version. The grind here is a flat grind, and it's a pretty utilitarian shape and the most common one that I see. It's great for a lot of everyday needs. The length of the blade is 3.24 inches with an overall length of 7.67 inches. The blade steel for the Synergy 3 is Nitro-V, which is one I've been liking a lot lately. It's a relatively new steel made by New Jersey Steel Baron, and the name Nitro-V refers to the addition of nitrogen and vanadium to the steel alloy. Similar to 14C28 and NAEBL, it is also very tough and has okay edge retention, but it has great corrosion resistance. The one that I have here is a stonewash finish, so it's tossed around a container with a bunch of rocks to get that cool textured look. And it also comes in a satin or a black coated stonewash finish as well. For the size comparison, I will show you what it looks like next to the usual trio. First, the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, which I mean is pretty comparable. Then the Civivi Elementum, and finally the Civivi Baby Banter, which makes the banter look so small. The handle on this version is G10, and it has a nice pattern to it for really nice grip. It also comes in carbon fiber as well. G10 is a lightweight, durable material made out of fiberglass and resin, and it can also be customized and dyed the colors if you have a lighter handle material. This one has a unique spiral texture on it, which is another reason why it stood out to me when I was doom scrolling knife stores. The knife is a tip-up, right style, carry only. Unfortunately, it is not ambidextrous. Now, for the segment that I like to call, does this fit in your pockets, on your pants, or in your bags or purses? When your pants have pockets, this fits great, mostly in my back pockets. On your pants refers to those who prefer leggings, or if you have dress pants and you don't have any pockets, or you prefer having this attached to a strap of some kind. I don't judge. I don't really recommend that you do that though, due to the fact that this is so large. It may be a bit clunky and too much for that kind of use though. In your bags or purses, this one should work fine as long as you don't want to put it in a clutch or a small grab bag. And to appease the gentleman who was a little salty about me not cutting paper, here is the knife in use. Cutting paper. Don't say I don't listen to my audience. The price on this one generally retails at about $70 or more depending on the model that you get, but this one I got on sale at Chicago Knife Works recently for about $42, and I always like a good sale. This version is being discontinued along with the Synergy 4, interesting enough. I'm not sure if that means that there's a V5 coming out, but if you do like the look of this one, I'd hop on getting yourself one before it is gone. So let's break down the reasons why I like the knife and things that I think could be improved on. So first, I do really love this handle texture. It helps with the grip. I don't feel any hot spots in my hand when I'm using it, and even though I have pretty small hands, it's still a good size for me to use. Things that I think that could be improved on is first, make the pocket clip ambidextrous. Like, it's nice to be inclusive, and I really do appreciate when brands do this. And you know me, I love mini versions of things, so if this ever comes in a mini size, I will be all over it. So that's it. That's all I got. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Did you love this? Hate this? Let me know if there's something that I may have missed. As always, I try to end with something inspirational, something nice because germs are everywhere and I am tired. So my inspiration or cheat code for you today is to try to get those steps in. Santa bought me a desk treadmill, and I encourage you to walk and stand more if you can, even if you don't have one. So if you can, please subscribe and share my channel with your friends and your lady friends. I would appreciate it. Thank you everyone for taking the time and making it to the end. My self-esteem thanks you. The We Knives websites go into more detail about him, so I recommend that you